Hi there, this is savewith.crypto. Okay, so first things first, I'm sorry about not making a video for a couple of days. I got slightly disillusioned with it all because I made the mistake of making a comment on Crypto Saving Expert, and somebody criticised Jess for not being able to say words properly, and it sort of annoyed me a little bit because I think she does a great job, and this idiot here sort of started to have a go at me. And he spelled amateur wrong, but edited it sin. So I couldn't really resist picking on him for not being able to spell amateur and then criticise for someone who can't pronounce basic words. Anyway, generally I'd suggest not being negative about anything in life because I did that and it kind of like just made me feel a bit crappy. Not because I was guilty of any of the things that he said I'd done, but just because I'd allowed myself to interact with idiots and it kind of just dragged me down for a couple of days. Anyway, no harm done, and I'm back. So, what's happening? Look, I'm just going to talk about things generally today because it's Sunday and there's kind of lots of things happening, really. We are with the challenge, with the $200 challenge in this trade that went a bit bad. And if you're following me in the Telegram group, you'll know what I've done at the moment. So at the moment, I'm actually using all the capital, and unfortunately we're 7.47% down, which is equivalent of like $238 at the moment, which is a bit rubbish. And it was worse yesterday when there was this dip here. So what I decided to do was to set this order here to basically sell 3/4 of the position when it's about 2% in profit. Okay, so I'm not going to make much money from that. My thinking is, I'll just show you on this graph here. I think what might happen is, the price might come back up here, maybe to where this kind of level of trading was here. So come back to something like almost, say, 24k, maybe hopefully a little bit more. And then I think it might struggle there depending on how things are going and come back and then maybe go back up again. So all I want to do, I want to take off a lot of the capital off the table just in case it comes down really negative next week. In which case I'll have some dry powder to play with and I won't end up in the situation I was in yesterday where this trade was looking quite bad. It was about more than 50% in a loss, and it was it was looking quite scary really because the liquidation point was 21.3k, and we were hovering around 22.7, which is a little bit close for my liking. I know it's still over $1,000, but to me that's just a little bit too close. So I'd rather have had some unused capital that I could just put straight into that trade if the price came back down here again. So next time I'll be prepared. Now obviously if it does come up here, I won't be making as much money if it decides to rally on up way up to 25k and beyond. But to me, I don't know, I've just been a bit too negative with this for a few days. So, I want to see some green numbers rather than red ones. But this kind of using half and then adding half in if it goes south, I mean, it's an okay technique. I don't think it's the best though. But you can see what I did here is it was actually, when was that, 24th, so 2 days ago. So that would have been Friday, wouldn't it? I actually added in the other half at 22,880. So that was actually down here, 22,000. Yeah, about here really. So that wasn't bad actually. I did manage to almost, sort of catch one of these wicks. But it would have been nicer if I'd have had more Bitcoin to play with when it did that. And I could have got averagely a lower position. So that's my plan next time, because I think there is always a chance it could come back down again. But to be honest, a lot of things are looking very positive at the moment. I mean, one thing I'm looking at here is this kind of parallel channel here. So, these things can't really go down forever. At some point it will probably break out one way or the other in a way that this one here did. You see what I mean? So you had that channel there and then it kind of broke out that way. So I'm kind of hoping something like that might happen. That would be nice. Also, you see these green crosses. That's part of the WaveEdge, this indicator I'm using here. And the green crosses do tend to sort of signify a kind of reversal, if you like. So this one here was pretty good. That one there was okay. This one here might have played out already, but I don't know. It's a possibility it could go up a lot more. What I really want to see is one of these green triangles like this, which represents whale activity. Another thing is the other part of this indicator WaveEdge is this part down here. And these green spots here, green dot there, and see this green dot here, that indicates a oversold signal. So at the moment it's looking oversold. There's a green cross there. It's looking pretty good to me. If you see back here, when there was this green dot here, that was obviously an amazing place to go long. At the moment, I'm not worried about my long positions. I'm going to keep an eye on them, obviously, but I'm expecting some kind of breakout quite soon. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention is ZPAY, because some of you who are into ZPAY probably knew that I had a call planned with Eduard Donici, the boss of ZPAY. I had it planned for about 2 weeks ago, and then first of all, he was ill and I couldn't make it. And then last week we were on to do it, but then he sent me this message saying this might be a last minute notice, but I was thinking that we move tomorrow's call to next week. So that will be this week, yeah. This week's packed with stuff around the super app. Got some massive surprises here. That isn't the reason for the delay though. I wanted to use your channel, especially given your involvement as a shopping pool owner, as a medium to showcase some teasers into our upcoming super app. I will also have some details around what to expect on that and our business-to-business offering. So maybe next week might be a better time to do this, with some actual reveal for the first time from our side exclusively on your channel. How good does that sound, right? So I think this is every reason in the world to be subscribed to my channel. And I will obviously let you know as soon as I've done the call and uploaded it. Now, ZPAY is just one of those things that I just decided was something that really seemed to have like a good future to it. And to me, I don't know, it seemed like a breath of fresh air in the Elrond landscape when everything else was looking a bit more confusing. And ZPAY to me just seemed like it was something that was going to do really well. And I mentioned a little while ago that it might be worth stocking up on some ZPAY if you've not got any. And since its bottom around December, it's now up kind of like 81%. So, it's doing pretty well, and it's got a long way to go, I think. The market cap of ZPAY is tiny. Okay, so this is over on CoinMarketCap, and you can see here the fully diluted market cap is 51 million. So, it's in the millions, it's not in the billions. So, to me, this has a long way to go. By the way, if you ever want to know how to get hold of a certain coin or token, you can always go to CoinMarketCap and come down to markets here, and you can see that it's available on MEXC, the MyArt exchange, which obviously is now the Multiverse X exchange, and also BitMart as well. The only place I've ever got it myself is either on the X exchange or the MyArt exchange, and I did buy some ones on BitMart. And if you want to use that, if you go to savewithcrypto.org/BitMart, you will get to the right place. And I think there are some like rewards and stuff there if you use that link. So that's ZPAY, and I think ZPAY is going to get a good hike in price very soon. So I think that's something worth looking at. Now, for those of you who've been following my ZPAY journey, you will know that I've got this shopping pool called Save With Crypto, which is doing really well. I've got lots of people staking in there. In fact, I've got what have I got? I've got the total staked of my own money is worth $21,682, but the actual total staked in there is actually $53,528. So that's incredible, really. So there's actually more staked in my shopping pool than I've staked myself, which is really cool. And I'm really hoping that everyone's going to benefit nicely from that, especially in the future. Now, what there is as well as the shopping pool is this liquidity farm. This was introduced on February the 1st, I think it was. And what happens here is you can stake in these farms. There's a farm where you can stake EGLD and ZPAY, and you get WAND token. Now, I'm not even sure what WAND token is, but I think it's going to be useful to me, so I want some of it. I want quite a lot of it, preferably. There's also a ZPAY farm where you can stake liquidity tokens made with ZPAY and EGLD, and you earn ZPAY. Now at the moment that's 30% APR is what you get, APY, sorry, for the first month. So I think next month it goes down to 20% and then 15%. I'm not so fussed about that because I'm more interested in earning the one token. Now for some reason when I go here it says not a number there, so I need to refresh the page and to make it show the numbers. I don't know why that is, but yeah, you can see here it's now showing. And the one has some sort of value attached to it. So here I've got like 37 million wand, which apparently is worth $11,000. I don't actually believe that at the moment because I think this is a little bit like MEX was back when the MyRDEX was first released, and to me that was just like earning a fortune every day. And you know, just like this appears to be earning me, you know, I don't know, like getting on for $1,000 a day, but I don't think it is, because I think when we actually get hold of the tokens, I don't think they're going to be worth what they are now. But nevertheless, for me, it's a way to get something that nobody else can get at the moment by farming with EGLD and ZPAY. Which makes me think, when the ZPAY super app happens, a lot more people are going to be aware of this, and a lot more people are going to want EGLD, right? Now, EGLD also have something planned for this week. It's also an app. It's the new version of the MyArt app, which is going to be called the X Portal. Now, first of all, there is a competition going on this. You can join my group by going to savewith.crypto.org/xportal, okay? And if you join this launch championship, all you have to do is to download the app on the 28th of February, and then you'll be entered into a draw where you can win things like 400 EGLD, and you can win swag. There's a X Portal or maybe a Multiverse X hoodie that I really want actually, and there's quite a few of those, so I'm really hoping to get one of those. So yeah, so if you're interested in that, do join the launch championship, and you can see the prizes here, like 400 EGLD plus the swag bag, then the second prize 250, third prize 150, fourth prize 100, and then you've got the fifth prize, which is like there's 50 Multiverse X hoodies. I think that'd be a really nice thing to have. Also, the top 50 players that refer the most users automatically get the Multiverse X Diamond Touch metal card, which is cool. So this is launching on the 28th of February, and so far and recently, certainly, Multiverse X have been really on time with all their releases and stuff, so I think it will be on the 28th of February. So that's something to look forward to. Now that means people are going to get that, and then they're going to want to buy EGLD in the same way that they want to buy ZPAY, and then maybe they'll combine their ZPAY and EGLD and start farming for Bond. Either way, this is looking brilliant for the whole Multiverse X ecosystem. So I also think what might go up in value this week is Multiverse X. So it's currently $48. Last week it was up to 52. This has been as low as like 32, and it's also been as high as 500 odd. So it certainly has the potential to go up a lot, like easily a 10x. I'm not saying it's going to do that next week, but stranger things have happened. So I'm personally going to make sure I've got plenty of EGLD. And obviously nothing I say is financial advice, and you need to make your own decisions about what you do with your money. But that's what I'm doing. Anyway, since I started making this video, the Bitcoin trade did actually hit that take profit. I mean, you can see how much I earned. It's like $16.49. But, you know, a win is a win, you know, and there's no losses there. So currently 4.55% in profit, which is like $36. So I'm tempted to leave that now because I've still got plenty to play with now, because you can see my position now is $7,800, which is on 10x leverage. So that's like about $780, which means over here in the account, I've now got an available balance of 0.1 Bitcoin. I'm actually only using here 0.0339, I do now have plenty of dry powder, just in case the price comes back here, and then, you know, maybe, just maybe, I can get in at some sort of level like that or something. But otherwise, I'm just going to let it run. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing for now, and I'm going to do some updates as they happen in the Telegram group. So you can join that by going to savewith.crypto.org/TG. And yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully a much more fruitful week than last week, because last week was a bit miserable, it was a bit down. So hopefully we'll see lots of up this week. So if you like the sound of that, please give the video a like, leave a nice comment, and definitely don't leave a negative comment, because that won't help you at all. And of course, make sure you're subscribed, got a notification set on all, and above all, tell your friends.